Welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're taking a look at the Craftsman 15-piece brake service set. This was purchased online from Sears fairly recently. This is a fairly new product offering. I have an all-in-one brake service kit. I had a whole bunch of reward points that are about to expire, so I thought I'd invest in some more automotive tools. And so let's take a look at what you get in the kit. So if we take the wrapper off of the package, and you can look at the back, there's a nice diagram. And it says these tools are made in Taiwan. So we've got a nice kit here, nice plastic case with latches on the front. And there's a security seal here to make sure all the parts are in it. So let's take a pair of scissors and snip that open. And now with that off, this case reminds me of some of the cases that come with the tap and die sets. And I really like the case, which is one of the reasons why I bought this kit rather than the parts individually. Since some of my automotive tools, I'm out of space in my toolbox to store. I either need to get a bigger toolbox, or come up with other creative ways like this to store some of my other tool sets. And since I don't do brake work every day, I thought just a box set is just fine. So the first thing we see in here is a little explanation here that shows what the parts are and the individual part numbers. And that's inside a little plastic wrapper. And if we take that out, and so we've got in presumably Spanish on one side and English on the other. And so there's some instructions here for how to use it. I'll just put that up here in the box. It'd be nice if that actually stuck up there. And so now if we look in the kit here, we've got a set of bit sockets. So we've got, here's a 1/4-inch bit socket. These sockets say SAE on the side, or S-AE. There is no indication that these sockets are made in America or a country of origin, just S-AE. I also got the part numbers that are molded into the case. So we've got, this is part number E, which is known as a disc brake piston tool. A nice cube shaped here, and that goes down there. And so the guide here the guide here that came with it shows you how to put all the tools back. And so then the bit sockets down here, we've got a 1/4-inch, 3/8, 7mm, 8mm, 10mm, and then a Torx T40, T45, and T50. These are regular bit. There's no security hole in the middle. Just your standard socket here. And so then the back here, we've got our spring clamps. These actually snap into the case very nicely. It's a rubber end, or not, a little bit of rubber end here on the end for being able to do brake spring adjustments. We're going to install the brake springs. Snap that back in the case here. And then off to the side here, this is part F, which is a drum brake adjustment tool. I'm sorry, part G, the brake lining thickness gauge. And so it's kind of like a caliper, a set of feeler gauges here. These are nice and thick here. They give you kind of a green, yellow, red for trouble to being okay. These are measured in metric at the top, 2mm or 0.0787 inches, 3mm, 4mm, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12mm. So you can check your brake thickness here. Kind of a nice, cool set of color-coded feeler gauges. Put those back in the case here. And then here we've got part D, which is a universal brake shoe retention spring tool. It's got a nice screwdriver-like grip on it. Got the part number on it. If we come over here, part B, we got a GM Ford disc brake piston tool. Let's see if this goes in. It looks like it'll go in one way better than the other, like that. Over here on the left is part C, the heavy duty brake pad separator, spreader. Nice pivot arm, or pivoting motion here. Again, we got our part number on it and our knob, and if I look at this correctly, you can even put a socket here on the end to be able to turn this with a socket. If you didn't want to use the nice hand knob to be able to adjust the brakes. There we go. Have to get that back down. And then up here, we've got part F, which is the drum brake adjustment tool. Looks kind of like a spatula. And some of these parts here have nice little reminders on them to remind you to wear safety goggles. And so that snaps back down there in place. Let's see if I can do that. It's supposed to be like that. There we go. That sits a little bit nicer. And so a lot of the bulk of these parts here are actually the 8-bit sockets here at the bottom. Your other parts up here, you can buy almost all these parts separately or individually at Sears. Though I've never actually seen this one available individually at Sears, except in this kit. And I've never seen this kit in store, but I expect it to be coming to a store near you soon. So if you're interested in brake tools, this is a nice all-in-one kit that you might want to consider. Currently, I got it for just under $50, but I paid only about $2 after redeeming a bunch of surprise reward points. So if you play the reward point game right, you can probably get this kit as a relatively good deal. And then since it's all in one, you'd only have to pay one shipping fee unless you can get your shipping waived. So if you're in the market for some brake tools, or just want to invest more in your tools, here's a good option for you from Craftsman. All comes with a lifetime warranty. Have a great day. Bye.